Hello everyone. If you are having difficulty in IELTS Writing Task 2, then this video is for you. In this video, we are going to discuss 50 various problem-based topics. We are going to discuss few common points, and then we are going to discuss the solution of all these 50 topics in one common answer. I will also give you a template that you can use to build up your essay, which is based on the problems. So let's begin. On your screen is the 50 major problems which are discussed in IELTS. You can also think of some more problems, and you can also add those problems into this list. Now, if you will look through your books or IELTS preparation topics, you will see that many of these topics are very common to discuss. And that's what we are going to do in today's video. What I'm going to show you next are a few of the points that you can use with all these videos. Let's move on to the next screen. For that, just remember the 4 major points. And these 4 major points will help you a lot to build up your essay. The very first point is that majority of these issues are found in third nations or developing countries. If you go back to the video and if you look through all these topics, this is what you will find. You will find that all these problems in majority are found in third nations or developing countries such as Asia continental or African continental, or in some European countries as well. Second point is overpopulation. Now this is the main point of these problems of these topics, because it becomes very hard, very difficult to provide resources to everyone. How? We will discuss this later in our essay template. Point number 3 is unawareness. Again, if you look at these issues very deeply, you will see that all these issues are happening because the citizens are unaware about these issues, or they are unaware about these rights, and they don't know what to do if they are facing these issues. Point number 4 are the government policy failure. Well, obviously, the authorities, who is providing us with all the amenities or all the facilities, who is responsible? Government. So if government is not doing their work properly, then obviously we are going to fail in many matters, and all these 50 matters are also one of them. So these are the 4 major points that you have to remember when we are talking about all these 50 issues, or more if you can think of any more issues, to include them into your topic list. Now let's move on to the next screen. Here we are going to discuss about the solutions of the problems. So now, what are the solutions and how can we tackle the solutions? The very first thing, solutions are always hidden in problems. Yes. So whatever problem you are discussing about, the solution is always hidden there. First point, Supreme Courts and High Courts. Now how? Because in the last screen, when we were talking about the problems, the causes, the government was also one of them. So now in all the democratic countries, there's an institution that is not controlled by government, and that is Supreme Courts or High Courts. So obviously these courts can help a lot to tackle with these issues. How? We will discuss them later in our essay template. Second point is punishment. If these issues are raising up, obviously there is someone culprit behind that, or there is somebody who is doing all this. So by providing the punishment to all those who are doing these kind of activities, can obviously set a good example and can help a lot in tackling these issues. Point number 3, media. Yes, we are living in 21st century. We are over-relying on media. The media such as social media, electronic media, and print media, they all can play a very crucial role in public awareness. In our last screen, we talk about the causes, and one of the cause was the unawareness. Now, the solution of unawareness is to aware people, and how to aware them is here. the media, because we are over-reliant on media. So these are the solutions that we can simply use with all these 50 problems. Now, we have two major things. Now we know the causes and we know the solutions. Now let's move on to the next screen. Now we are going to write our essay. So now, first of all, just look at what is the guideline provided by the ITP when it comes to the writing task 2. ITP clearly says, you will be asked to write an essay in response to a point of view, argument, or problem. Now here comes the main point. Responses to both tasks must be written in a formal style. Now what does that mean? It means that your answer do not use the pronouns. It means that when we are writing down our essays, writing task 2, academic especially, then we cannot use I, me, my, we, us, or these kind of words. What will happen if we are using these kind of words or these expressions in writing task 2? Then it can make the writer less confident. It can simply show the writer is less confident in his or her ideas and can give the essay an informal look, because the examiner might think that you lack ideas. That's why I'm using these points, these words, just to increase your word count. Thus, it will result in a low band score. So try to avoid these sentences. Now let's move on to the next screen. So here I'm just going to show you the template that you can use with these essays. But in this example, I have made 6 paragraphs in which I have explained every point, and they are a total of 370 to 380 words. What have I done? In paragraph 1, I have given introduction. In paragraph 2, you will see the explanation of reason 1 and reason 2 with example. Paragraph 3 is explaining reason number 3 and reason number 4. Paragraph 4 is explaining solution number 1 and solution number 2. Paragraph 5 is explaining solution number 3 and solution number 4 with example. And paragraph 6 is conclusion. Now, if you want, you can alter the essay and bring down the word count to 280 to 300 words, which are sufficient. Or you can add more resources to make it look more professional. Now, it's up to you how you want to alter this essay. Now comes to the main. Now here, we are going to see the introduction and the reasons. Here comes the first paragraph, the introduction. Last few decades have certainly shown numerous comprehensive changes in major part of the world in terms of the issue. You can write down the issue here. This subject may have arisen several real-world issues to another instance, but every problem brings an opportunity for a solution. Now look clearly and carefully and see, I have not used any I, me, we, or something like that. I haven't said, and according to me, I'm going to discuss my points. No. And I have written down 40 to 42 words in this first paragraph. So this is just an introduction. Now move on to the second paragraph. Even though this problem is found worldwide, but in major, the third world nations and developing countries are suffering the most. Example, Indian subcontinental, African nations, and even modern Western world. If examined deeper, the root cause clearly is overpopulation. It becomes very hard for local authorities and councils to provide resources to every individual, resulting in the escalation of the issue. And there are 63 to 65 words in this second paragraph. I hope it is giving you a clarity what is happening here. In the second paragraph, we have discussed 2 causes or the reasons behind the problems that we have discussed in previous screen. Now and we have the example here. Now let's move on to our third paragraph. Unawareness among citizens living in these regions can be another vital ground to discuss. Almost every constitution in the world provides sufficient laws and timely amendments for their citizens to tackle this issue, but the lack of education and awareness about issue play a crucial role here. Finally, failure of political system cannot be ignored. For their own benefits, the leaders don't provide required attention to the matter of issue, resulting as an overall collapse of policies. Now, I hope these 3 paragraphs are very clear to you. The first paragraph is just an introduction where we have discussed what is happening here. The second paragraph, we have discussed the 2 main points that we have discussed in our causes screen. The third paragraph is discussing the next 2 points about the causes. And let's move on to the next screen. Here we are going to discuss about the solutions and the conclusion. Solution. Now, it is very important to take appropriate actions to combat this issue. Supreme Courts of the democratic countries can play a crucial role to address this concern. Being an institution that is not ruled by government, it has the power to pressurize the government and the leaders to provide the rights and awareness to the citizens. Punishing the culprits that are making issue a global issue can set a good example for others with the same intention. 77 to 80 words. Now let's move on to the next paragraph. Social media, print media, and electronic media, on the other hand, can help in awareness of the issue. These media groups, example Facebook, Twitter, TV, and radio, etc., are in reach of broad areas of the world and are available to the vast population. Positive information provided by these platforms to their subscribers can make people more educated about their rights and outcomes of this matter in question. 60 to 62 words. Now let's move on to the last paragraph. The conclusion. To conclude, undoubtedly it is one of the major issues of 21st century. However, the impacts of issue can be minimized if not ended completely. The right contribution of individuals, governments, and media can play a positive role in this regard. And that's our conclusion done with 40 to 42 words. I hope this screen is also very clear to you now. In the very first paragraph here, we have discussed the 2 solutions, and in the second paragraph, we have discussed the next 2 solutions, and we have given the example here as well. So the next 1 solution and the example here, and then we have given the conclusion. This is the full paragraph, full essay right in front of you. I hope it is now very clear to you that how can we simply make an essay where it comes to the problems in IELTS, and the same can be used for the PTE students as well. So as I said, there are 370 to 380 words, but if you want, you can alter this essay according to you, and you can bring down the word count. So you can simply take it as a specimen that I want you to do, and you can build up your own essay accordingly. But don't forget the major point, formal style. You cannot use I, we, you, something like that. You will lose your band score. I hope you have liked this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Click on the like button and the bell icon, because there are a lot more videos which are coming onto this channel very soon, and that are going to help you a lot with the preparation of IELTS. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Amrinder Singh. Please like and subscribe this channel and press the bell icon, because more videos are coming onto your way. If you have any question, comment section is waiting for your questions, and I will give you the answers. Thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.